Okay, hi everybody. My name is Jean-luc. And I'm recording this presentation as part of an assignment for my HR class, BYU Idaho. But I'll be doing it as if I'm presenting to president of Doohickeys Unique Corporation. They've been having some issues lately. We're going to dive specifically into their wages and our recording compliance, which they have not been compliant in lately. Okay, so first off, oh, how'd that meme get there? That's unprofessional. I have to talk to my assistant about that, whoever made this presentation. But I don't want to beat around the bush. I want to get straight to the point. Right now, we are in compliant with federal laws. We are breaking the law, and I don't want anybody to go into jail. Or more likely, I don't want anybody to file a class action lawsuit against us or the government get us in trouble because of what we're doing. So we're breaking federal overtime law by one, forcing new hires to sign a contract agreeing that they'll never receive overtime pay. Two, we're hiding people's hours when they work over 40 hours a week. And three, no one is tracking the risk. So we're learning this based off complaints from employees and feedback from managers. And no one is tracking how much money we should be paying that we're not actually paying. It's a huge issue. Um, this slide goes into some of the problems that this brings about in our business and how it's already hurting us. One is legal exposure. Basically, it's just a huge risk, huge liability to not be compliant and to owe funds to employees who could sue us at any point for those funds. Right now, we're at a 2% profit margin. The industry average is 15%. If we don't adjust to be compliant now, our margins will get even thinner once we do get caught doing this. And as I said before, class action lawsuit would be detrimental to us, especially at these thin profit margins. Employees are leaving left and right. Our turnover rate is 50%. That's ridiculous. I think we can all agree. And then workers are already organizing. They've talked about doing a union. Again, this isn't a stat I can give you. This is just what we're hearing from both complaints and from managers. But it's not the end of the story here. There are things that we can do to get back into compliance. Here we have 4 steps laid out. I keep notice how I don't say simple steps. They're not simple. This will take some effort and it will cost the company some money, but this is the best course of action to take. So one, we need to track hours accurately. Hopefully no complaints there. Two, we need to pay the overtime owed. I know this is tough, but we need to do it before it comes in the form of a lawsuit or the government catching us doing it and people get in trouble. Three, we need to audit and train. So we need to keep in check the fact that people are being paid, and we need to train our managers and human resources workers on how to do that, and just keep record of everything that we do. And then four, we need to fix the past. That kind of ties into both training and paying the overtime that we owe. We just need to make sure that nobody has anything on us in case a class action lawsuit were to come about. I'm going to break this down into more simpler steps for each of these things. So one, I mean, I already went over track hours accurately. Let's just switch from a handwritten log that we have right now to a digital clock system. The computer will never have it wrong. It's more accurate. It's kept more safely. You can't lose a computer or an Excel sheet, but you can lose a piece of paper saying that this is when someone clocked in and out. Then two, we need to pay real overtime. Again, I know it's more expensive. Our margins are already slim, but the bottom line is when somebody works over 40 hours in a week, they are entitled to 1.5 times what they normally would in an hour. And we can avoid this by better scheduling, not by illegally not paying it. You can dive into this later when I send you this presentation. It just has some pros and cons or some strengths and trade-offs for each of these points. Fix more solutions. We need wage and hour audit plus training. So like I said, right now it's easy to say, hey, let's keep track of how people are actually working or how long people are actually working. Let's keep track of what we owe people and let's schedule better. But we need to have training in place for that. I've talked with HR. That's something that myself and my associates can spear point and make sure that the factory managers are trained in how to schedule and how to audit uh, the clocking sheets. And then also self-reporting and repaying back wages. I know this is probably the hardest step. It's one that we need to do. It's not really up for debate. It's illegal what we're doing right now, and either us or you, the owners or the president, will get in trouble for this at some point. Challenges that we're going to face, and this is what my recommendation is going to be. So obviously, the biggest challenges: cost, supervisor pushback, employee trust. Cost is something that I can't really deal with. I hate to just wash my hands of this, but you as the president, you're going to have to deal with this. As far as supervisor pushback and employee trust, I can't help. It's just going to take a lot of work. So I just have to work with you as we do that. And I would recommend that we do that this coming quarter. If we can get all of these ducks in a row this coming quarter, we would be in a good position. I just quoted, I sourced all the laws that I quoted here. But I really do hope that you can, I guess, get an idea of one, the immediate action that needs to be taken, and then also two, how important this issue is because we are federally incompliant. Our company is at risk. I would love for everyone here to keep their jobs, and I think this company is a good company, has a few good things going. We just need to fix this big issue and I think we're on the right track. Okay, thank you.